So I'm out at Messick's again today, and I'm going to peruse the parking lot. Got a lot of little Kubota tractors here for sale. Krone and New Holland Tedders. Yeah. I've never owned a Krone Tedder, but if I go into the good hay production business, I'm gonna have to get another Tedder, which will more than likely be a Krone or Krona. Yeah. Anyway, look at this box. This is a silage box. The Fat Boy RT. Look at the size of those. God. Meyer. Manufactured in Dorchester, however you want to pronounce that. BKT tires. Those are an India brand tire. They're actually a pretty decent tire. Yeah. And that's just a conveyor box on the bottom there. Yep. And we're just gonna go. It's raining. You know, I'm gonna get out and look at this chopper. If you've never been around a chopper, forage chopper, you probably don't know, but these things are dangerous. I'm going to tell you a story about a forage chopper. It was told to me by a guy, a dealer. But if you look at these things, these rotate and they cut right there. And of course they've thrown some paint on there to make it look, you know, less worn or whatnot. These come around and hook that corn and chop it, cut it off, and then feed it into the chopper where there's a bunch of knives that spin very quickly. But I was out at a meeting one time. Oh, look at that. They're just plain nasty. It doesn't matter which direction the rows are. You can go across the rows. It'll grab them and chop them. This is a Krone Big X. I want to get the number. This is kind of almost new. This is a Big X 780. So I imagine it's something like, this is brand new. The head is a used head. Or maybe they used it for, yeah, they've used it. They must have demonstrated this one or leased it out and it's back on lease. But it looks brand new. It is brand new. Let's see what kind of cab we got on the inside. Oop, I'll break my neck getting up here. These shoes are great in dirt, but they're not. This is a John Deere cab. I swear to God, that looks like a John Deere cab. Maybe not. I can't get in, it's locked. Yeah, so that's a Big X 780, high-speed discs and stuff like that. I'm just going to do the quick tour, and I'm looking for a newer hay rake. I'm done with H&S. I think they've run their course as far as I'm concerned in my operation. I'm just having problems with them. They break. I don't know whether this New Holland is an H&S or a Peckway. I believe it's a Peckway. Looks like a Peckway kind of a thing. They're calling it the Pro Cart. But anyways, I'm going to tell you a story about a chopper like that. There was I was at a meeting out in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, at the Shady Maple Smorgasbord, right? And what we were there for was a crop growers meeting, and the crop growers meeting. Look at this guy. That's a Draper. I've looked at these already. Nice though. The crop growers meeting was pretty cool, and you know, we're watching the videos and learning about whatever we were learning about, but there was a dinner afterwards at the Shady Maple Smorgasbord. So we go in and we sat down with a bunch of other fellas that were there, and we were talking about, you know, the dangers of farming at that point. Just the dangers of farming, because farming is dangerous. Just so you all know, farming is dangerous. If you don't know it now, we all know somebody that was injured or died farming. Okay, so we're talking about this with a salesman, and he says, well, he said a year ago, and this has been several years ago, that I heard the story. He says a year ago, last fall, he said there was a family of, I believe they were Amish. They were either Amish or Mennonite, and they were chopping silage to put up in the silo. Okay, great. Chopping silage to put up in the silo, and the kids were playing in the cornfield, and that is no time ever to be playing in a cornfield at chopping silage time. Now, if it was an old 2-row chopper, you know, fine, you might get away with it, you know, with kids and stuff. You may see them or whatnot. But that was one of those type of choppers, a self-propelled chopper. And the father was doing the chopping. The son was running the corn up the silo. And he was at the top of the silo. Well, his father said, look, I'm going to go chop over on this field. You know, over the other side of the farm. And he was like, oh, okay. Well, the kids were playing in the cornfield, and the father changed his mind and went into the cornfield where the kids, the children were playing. And this father of the kids was at the top of the silo, and he saw him do this, and he started yelling to the kids to get out of the cornfield. And 3 of them made it out, and the 4-year-old did not. And what they found were just a pair of shoes with legs, and the rest of the kid had gone through the chopper. The grandfather never even knew that this had happened. This is very dangerous. This business is very dangerous. It's, you know, I have William. Me and Teresa are super cautious with him. We are constantly looking and knowing where he's at all times. But in the event that we don't know where he's at, that's when bad stuff happens, okay? So, yeah, always be vigilant of your kids, especially at harvest time. It's a very dangerous time of the year because these machines are unforgiving. And what I'm out at Messick's, I think I said this already, and they have an odd combine sitting here, a 9670 STS. These combines are older. I don't know how old they are. They are the rotary style. There's a bird in there. See that bird? A sparrow, an English sparrow. Well, I just kind of like to get up and look at these things and see the differences between the Deere and, say, the New Holland. And John Deere combines, oh, look at that. They got the hitch to grab the cart on that. That's cool. I'll bet that thing comes out. Does that come out? Oh, it has to. I'll bet that comes out to hook up. Doesn't look like they used it too much. It's a 4-wheel drive unit. It's sitting next to the New Holland. Much older combine. These things, I've had the experience with these enough working down in North Carolina, but these are very simple combines. It still has the return tailings elevator, whereas the New Holland does not anymore. That's got that rethrasher unit in it. But I had a plug there. That rethrasher's in there. Yeah, this is the same damn combine as what I've got. This is the 8.90. This is just a new version of mine. It's got some nicer features with it too. They keep updating and upgrading these things, but for the most part, everything that I'm seeing in here, this I would like to have. I think this increases capacity because it's more room to sweep the corn in and soybeans in. Feeder house is a little different. Yeah, the feeder house is a lot different actually. They've changed that. I'll bet there's a feeder beater in there. So years ago, oh yeah, it's very different. Interesting. That's different. The feeder house on this is much different than mine. Mine is still the old style. And so years ago, John Deere had the CTS, which was a cylinder tine separator, which was there was a drum in the front like this has got, and then the rotors, and that's definitely different. There's your rotor in there. That bullet rotor is just huge up inside there. Well, it's not really huge. It ain't much bigger than the 22-inch rotor that's in the twin rotors that are in that. But yeah, this is a wider combine. I'm cold and it's wet. I just wanted to make that video of those and talk about kids getting killed and stuff. Really, people need to be super careful with their children. I know all parents are careful around farm equipment, but it's just one of those things you have to be super duper vigilant with your children. You don't want somebody to get killed. It's just not something you want to have happen. I couldn't imagine what it would be like to lose your son or daughter in a farming accident. So somebody was asking me about this tool here, and you know what the part number was for it. To be honest with you, I don't know, but you can look on the model number for this head. It's a 980 CF head. Go to Messick's Parts Book website, and you should have no problem finding it. But personally, I don't see any part number on it at all. It's just it's not hard to make. There's two pieces of flat iron, a piece of pipe they cut off, another piece of flat iron with a wedge in it, and that one's bent in an L. And really, it goes like this. I'm pretty shocked that Dear John don't have one. And that's it. That's all you do is it compresses that spring. So anyway, what I'm going to do is pull one of these off and then get it in the right spot, each one, so that they go together. I want them to go together. My theory is that as a stalk goes down through here, it'll hit that ear, the butt of the ear will hit here and here and shatter. But if they're together, it gives it less of a chance of doing that. That's just what I thought. I used to do it that way with the old TR combines, the TR70, TR96, and that seemed to work pretty well for me. Now these chains have spots in them that are 1, 2, 3 lengths, and the rest of them are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna have to open these up, right? Open them up and find out where that number 3 is, which is there, and then just make it work. And then when I start it up, they should all run together, and hopefully everything runs together. We got everything. We're ready to go to the field other than these bolts that they're putting in right now. They're just doing that right now, so life is good. As far as I'm concerned, life is good. We'll find out in a little bit how good it really is. They're just about done. And then the header will be good. Do have a couple of spare deck plates. What?
I'm missing 2.
2 what?
Bolts.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm missing 2.
Well, that's not good. Hold on then. I have another one, the old number in here. So you'll be missing 1. And you can use the best of whatever the hell they were. Find one of those that was the end. You know what? I kind of had I had ordered enough of them. Here, take that guy. What about these? Is this, you're gonna have enough to do this one?
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
It's a tiny bit shorter, but it'll still fit.
Here. Use this one. It's not in terrible shape. That'll work.
Yeah, this one's like good still.
Yeah, that's why I said use that one, and it'll probably still work. Don't set them down. I need them up. We're gonna change those chains. You hear me? And oiled them. Really. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Damn it. Don't you love it when you hurt yourself? Not really. Alright, so it's running. clicking, no banging. Spreaders are spinning. We're gonna move everything. We're gonna close this up. Gotta put these on. Let me shut it off. We're gonna pull it out. We're gonna unfold it, and then we're gonna change those bolts. You know, I think I got the best job in the world. I really do. I didn't have to fill out an application. I didn't have to go before some boss. I didn't have to, deal with corporate bullshit. My education is ongoing, and I love it. So I can honestly say that I actually have the best job in the world. I may not be a rich man, but I'm wealthy, and I love what I do. So with that, I'm going to pick up this 100-pound thing and chuck it into the belly of this beast that's going to run a couple $1 million worth of grain through it this fall. Yeah, no college education. I might have the best job in the world, but maybe I'm not so bright. Who knows? Anyway, yeah, I love it. I really do. Especially when you're picking up like these 100 and some odd pound pieces of iron and throwing them in there. In New Holland, they need to invent a cutaway tire for these things, or an axle on hinges that you can just unbolt and work it around so you can actually work on these things. But I don't think John Deere's any better. Oh, dear John. Pass across that field, there's a lot of stuff in there.
A lot.
Now, being 30 feet wide, that's a wide ass thing. Those rows. Close?
I don't know.
Yeah, we're good. There we go.
Go climb up there. Go ahead. Got him?
Why is that tilting like that?
It's tilting like that. Maybe it's an auto tilt, though.
What's it doing back there?
Oh, it's pouring. Holy shit. God damn. Oh my goodness. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. How many bushes this holds?
410. See those green numbers there? That's over 200 bushel.
Okay.
That's over. It dark green when it gets into that, then it's really crazy. Why is that thing doing that? Well, let me just not do that. Do that. You ain't impressed by this thing? There ain't nothing in this world gonna impress you. It's true.
Holy shit, you ain't kidding.
What the hell? Doing some serious freaking deal.
Yeah.
14 ton to the acre.
It's amazing.
Had a little trouble over there, but anytime you're in the green, we're over 250. All right, so the shakedown is complete. We've pulled 2 of those Parkers. What do you think, dear?
Pretty big.
Yeah, but it works really, really good, doesn't it?
Really good.
We did have an issue already. You know, don't you love these damn snoots? This thing didn't lock in, and it bent down and kinked the shit out of it. So I'll just heat it up and straighten it back out again. This is probably a fairly common occurrence. They're expensive though. Very satisfied. The corn is 30%. It's too freaking wet. Hand tested 25, 28, so I expected it to be 32%. This
Oh, here we go again. You're supposed to climb up there before we start picking you. What are you doing? I know. William is holding.
What?
William is holding the camera. Yes, we have that.
I don't want to get this much in here.
Okay, we shut it off. But I can't. There. I'm gonna get it has full battery charge. It's all good.
It's full.
Ay, putang na, stop it.